With questions for the student athletes, and then we can move on to Coach Fasching when he gets here. So, questions for student athletes?
Aaron, how long were you sitting on that shift play that, have you guys ever run that before the playoffs?
Midweek, I think maybe Tuesday or Wednesday, put that in.
And what, I suppose making sure nothing is illegal is the
Right.
hardest part of it, huh?
It's not, I mean, it looks more complicated than it is. I mean, you just gotta make sure you got 7 on the line. It just looks really funky. I mean, it's the same thing, same 5 linemen just flipped over to the left side. But yeah, running back coach thought of it in the middle of the week, and I think it'd be pretty good, and it was.
Next question.
What can you say about Bomer and the way he?
Yeah, I mean, really explosive. I mean, that's kind of what he's been. Had a couple really good runs on top of that long pass as well. I mean, just explosive, and that's really nice to have.
And how big was that for you, just as far as him getting going on that first drive there? It just seemed like, the first half, it seemed like, there was a lot of pressure, and it seemed like it opened things up for you.
Yeah, you mean the first drive of the second half?
The first drive.
Yeah, it was huge. I mean, to come out and score right away kind of set the tone for the second half. It was really nice. I mean, I kind of feel like that's kind of been the thing this year for us. It's whenever it's been a slow start, it's not really a matter of if, just when. And when that kind of seal is going to break, and then we're just feel like we can score every possession.
Did you ever play in that cold of weather?
Yeah, it wasn't that bad out there. I don't know what Marcelia thought, but probably in 22 when we played Northwestern, it was really windy that day too, so that was really cool. And then in high school a couple times, just when you play at night, it makes it a lot worse. But yeah, it wasn't too bad out there.
Was the wind a factor, or was the weather?
Not really. I mean, you could tell early on, I think, a couple balls got pushed either long or inside or anything like that by the wind. But down the stretch, it really wasn't too big of a factor.
So did it make it hard to catch it all, or was it pretty much business as usual out there, even with the cold?
Yeah, I mean, we got some outside practices throughout the week, so, I mean, I don't think it was anything that was a big factor for us at all. And it wasn't that windy out there today either, so.
When you guys came into halftime, I mean, obviously you were up 3-0, but I mean, there were opportunities to do more. I mean, what did you guys talk about at halftime, especially offensively?
Yeah, just coming in, just talking to our coaches, what they've been seeing, what we've been seeing. Just communicating.
So close, he was happy to know.
Just communicating, just so once we get back out there, we all know that what we haven't seen or what we have seen. Just talking to each other, and just the coaches telling us go win on plays when we get back out there and run the play.
Is there more? I mean, did you guys kind of talk about needing to run the ball a little bit more?
Yeah, I think it was something we thought we could just lean on a little bit. We run the ball pretty well, and it's not our MO to lean on the run. It's pretty nice when you can. You can get in like one of those drives, you get 6-7 yards a pop. It makes football pretty easy. In the first half, we were moving the ball really well, just from the 10 or 15 to the opposite 40. You just need to kind of finish one off. So
Let's go to a statement from Coach Fasching.
You already started without me.
Yeah, sorry.
First of all, I want to congratulate La Crosse. Good, really good football team. But I'm so proud of the way these guys have prepared all year, and certainly over the last 2 weeks in preparation for this game. And then the way they played today, I was just really proud of their efforts, and we made plays when we needed to. We came up with big plays on both sides of the football, and a couple good special teams plays, and get to move on. So that's what it's all about. But these guys they've been focused all year, and you can see it in the way they prepare each week. So great effort by all of them today.
More questions?
Dylan made a heck of a catch on the sideline that they took away from him, and then the touchdown was, you were expressing some unhappiness on the first call over there.
That's a really nice way of putting it, Patrick. It was a great catch, and Aaron made a great throw like he has all year, and Dylan was in by 2 feet. I'm not sure. The explanation they gave to me was they thought his back hit the turf before he had control of the football, but from the replay, it didn't look like that. But anyway,
How about the catch in the end zone?
yeah, that was another great play, because it looked like you were going to get sacked, but somehow you got out of it. He's been making plays like that all year for us. He's a really, I think we have the two best, we have the two best wide receivers in the country, I think. This guy right here in the last month and a half, Marcelio, has been lights out for us. He's made big play after big play. And then, of course, you have to have the trigger man that gets him the ball, and we certainly have the best one in the country there too, so. But, yeah, great effort, and we talk all the time about you gotta make plays. In the game, it's gonna come down to a few plays. Every one-on-one battle, you gotta win those one-on-one battles, and these guys have been doing it all year.
Next question?
You talked after the Bethel game about wanting to run the ball better, and especially in that second half with Corey. I mean, he really got the running game going. Is that kind of game you've been waiting to see out of him? I mean,
Well, I would say even the first half, we ran the football pretty well. We had some good running plays. But in the second half, we came out, I think we ran 5 straight running plays. And, we can run the football, but, we're gonna throw the ball. We got the best quarterback in the country. We got 2 of the best wide receivers in the country. We got an offensive line that can pass block. That's gonna be our game, but we do have to supplement it with good running plays, and I thought our offensive coaches, Cole Heckendorf and Josh Bungum did a great job of mixing in the run as much as they did, and it keeps the defense off kilter when you can do that, and I thought we had a great game plan going in, and they executed it.
The shift that set up to win the game for you, basically.
Yep.
But Aaron and Marcelio said you didn't really work on it it wasn't that complicated.
Maybe ran it twice, right? During the week. I watch the offense for a while, and then I go down and watch the defense. And it was Wednesday, the first day we ran
I think
it?
so.
Anyway, I came back to watch the offense, and they ran it, and I go, I love that play. That's old style Gary Fasching football right there.
Really?
Yeah.
That's old school stuff?
It is old school stuff. Yes, shifting into unbalance, yeah, that's great stuff. Anyway, I told him, I said, I love that play, and give credit to Josh Bugden, because he came up with it. I think just off the top of his head, right?
Yeah, he was going to bed one night.
Yeah, and decided to run it, and he ran it at the perfect time. Now, it's not designed to go 69 yards for a touchdown. It's designed to get probably 5-6 yards. We were trying to get a first down there to keep the clock running, but we'll take the 69-yard touchdown run off it.
Is Bomber's kind of a secret weapon for you guys here in the playoffs?
Well, Corey, as a high school senior, was one of the best running backs in the state. He rushed for over 2,000 yards. And we've been working him more and more into it. When we lost Caden Wheeler, week, whatever that was, week 6 or 7, Corey kind of took his place in there. And we've been getting him a few more carries each and every game. And when he gets going, nobody's gonna catch him, that's for sure.
Andy?
By running the ball, those 5 or 6 plays to start the first half, how much of that opening up for his touchdown?
Well, it certainly helps. I mean, it supplements your offense, and it gets, you can keep the defense a little off balance if you can run the football. And play action opens up, everything opens up with that. And sometimes I got to remind our offensive coaches, we can run the football, but again, when you have these guys who throw the ball as well as anybody in the country, sometimes it's easy to just sit back and throw, but we can run, and I think going forward here, that's got to be a big part of our game. And I thought we made more of an effort to do it this year, this game than we did against the Bethel defense. We got to be able to do that here going forward too.
For the players, it looked like a couple guys had the angle on Bomber when he got out to the right. Did you guys both know they weren't gonna get there? Did you see him run enough to know they weren't gonna get there?
Yeah, when I seen him catch it, I went down to go block, and then I looked back and I seen him cutting, looking like he was gonna go back the opposite way. Yeah, I kind of knew it was over from there, to be honest. Corey's a fast guy, so you gotta be really fast to catch him.
Any other questions?
Is you and he ever raced? Can you beat him or not?
There's a lot of guys on the team that if I raced, it'd be super close. So he's one of them. So
How about Severson? You could beat him, right?
I think he was close last year.
Get me within 5
That's right.
yards.
I think you guys did race last year, didn't you?
No.
No?
There's no chance.
All right.
Andy,
Susquehanna, do you know anything about them? I gotta ask.
I know nothing about them other than they score a lot of points.
Okay, yep.
I've been kind of watching their scores,
Yep.
and they do score a lot of points. They played Hobart. Hobart was supposed to be one of the better defensive teams in the country, and they put up 42 today. So, hey, when you get to this point, you're down to the final 16, everybody's going to be good.
Yep.
So, yeah.
It wasn't an overflow crowd, but did more people show up than you thought would when you cleared the weather for it?
Well, I figured that with the cold and it being Thanksgiving weekend, you know, and our students are gone, I figured we probably wouldn't get a great crowd. I don't know, what is the attendance?
Just over 3,000.
3,000, yeah. Yeah, that's probably what I expected. Plus, everybody's got to pay.
Yeah.
Those,
anything else? Andy?
How do you guys feel about 32 degrees next Saturday? Because that's the forecast.
is that what it's supposed to be?
That's what I'm.
That
That's a
sounds
heat-
like summer.
That's a heat wave. We'll take it.
Yep.
Anything else?
Marcelio, I asked you about this before, but somehow he can sit in these little holes and the ball gets plopped in there. That's an amazing talent that it
Yeah.
seems there.
Yeah. He's made some incredible catches for us.
Yeah.
How tall are you, Marcelio?
5'8".
5'6", probably really good. Anyway, he makes some incredible catches. He gets open, that's the other thing. He's a great route runner, and he finds those pockets. And then again, you gotta have the right guy getting him the ball, and these two are a great combination, along with our tight end and Wheeler and everybody else, so, yeah.
Alright, yeah. Aaron, I think I'd asked you earlier, you know, get past the second round, and now you're, I mean, what does that mean to get past that barrier first time in your career too?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's what a lot of the guys on the team are kind of looking forward to. I mean, in my 4 years here, 21, I wasn't playing, but got knocked out in the second round against Linfield, and then the next year lost to Wartburg in the second round. I think next week's going to be a big one, and I think there's going to be a lot of guys. I don't think you're going to need to ask anybody to get locked in or get extra motivated. I think there's going to be plenty of that. But yeah, I think we're just all really excited for the opportunity.
Gary, in a way, the expanded playoffs aren't what they were bragged up to be because you're playing lacrosse in the first round,
Yeah.
which
Yeah, I
the
mean,
first game.
people forget at the beginning of the year, they were ranked 5th in the country. And they had a lot of guys back from their playoff team last year, so, you know, obviously everybody thought they were gonna be really good. Then they go play Grand Valley State, who I think is ranked 2nd in Division II right now, right? And Grand Valley could very easily win the D2 championship, and they played within a touchdown. So that's a really good football team that we just beat out there. So, yeah, it wasn't, you know, if you're bracketed and we're the #1 team, we should be playing somebody way down at the bottom. Well, that didn't happen, but we beat a heck of a football team. That's hats off to our guys.
All right, thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you.